Hey guys, Ashton here, also known as the A Believe fan. If you hear something in the background, that's just my fan. Well, I've been absent. I know I said I was going to make videos, but that was a long time ago, but here I am. I've been extremely busy. I actually have been planning for a trip. I'm going to Puerto Rico in November. So I'm just trying to get done what I can, because when I'm going to be on my trip, I'm probably won't be uploading anything, so I'm going to be too busy enjoying Puerto Rico. My first time there, so let's have fun. I've just been uploading videos. I recently have decided to start doing just separate couple videos, because I have a sufficient amount of ideas to do for OTP couples and OTP couples that did not end up together. So I decided to individually just do couple videos, whether it's a sad edit or just a love song edit with a couple. So just, stay tuned for that stuff, or anything on my clothing or anything of the sort. So yeah, but today I'm going to be making a video about Sean and Emma, why I ship them, and why I think they're the superior couple over Sean and Ellie. Now, me personally, you can ship whoever the hell you want. I don't know what people, it's like when I say something underneath a comment, people take it very personal, and it's like I'm not trying to essentially hurt anyone's feelings or trying to make them stop shipping a couple. People ship Delana. I absolutely hate Delana with every fiber in my being. Every fiber in my being, I hate Delana. People ship them. Go on ahead. Ship them. I could give 2 fucks if you ship them. If you're someone who could honestly see the problematic elements in a relationship, that's all I have to say, is that if you honestly think from next to that relationship was healthy, I think you need some serious intense therapy. There are a lot of couples that people ship that I don't like. Delana, people ship Claire and Drew from Degrassi. I absolutely have no idea why people ship her and Drew. That was dumb. People ship Miles and Tristan. I hate Miles and Tristan. People prefer Miles and Maya over Miles and Zig, and I'm more of a Maya and Zig girl. I like them together a lot more than Maya and Miles, but there you get it. Me personally, I just like Semma more. Like, when I first watched Degrassi, I was just really connected to their relationship, and I really just liked all of it from start to finish with their relationship, and I think they definitely should have been in game. But today I have 10 reasons why I prefer them over Sean and Ellie, and I think towards the end of the video I'll get towards my reasoning as to why Sean and Ellie were cute, but why I just don't prefer them over Sean and Emma. So I'll probably get to that towards the end of the video, but let's get to these 10 reasons. So reason number 10 why I ship Sean and Emma: the good girl and bad boy trope. I feel like this is a trope that has really was really in the mid-90s, the mid-2000s. It's kind of like it doesn't really exist anymore, but I feel like in Degrassi it was really done great. But Sean is the guy from the wrong side of the tracks, and he really doesn't feel like he has anything going for himself. And Emma is the girl who has the family, she has the grades, she has dedication for school, and she has things she wants to accomplish, while Sean doesn't know what the hell he wants to do with his life. His parents abandoned him. He has a lot of pent up anger inside of him that he wants to unleash, because he's just so pissed off that his parents failed him at 12 years old. Which I didn't think it was done really great here in Degrassi. You didn't expect for them to be that young, Miriam and Daniel Clark to be that young. You didn't expect them to have amazing chemistry. I honestly feel the chemistry with them when they were that young, and that's insane. That's a lot of dedication to have chemistry that young. They had at least if I had to take a guess of how old they were in season 1, I probably say like at least 11 or 12. That's my guess. I could be wrong. But yeah, I just think the good girl and the bad boy trope was just really done well with them two, and I feel like I think they were really the only ones. I don't think the Degrassi ever did this with anybody else besides Sean and Emma, and I think they were the perfect the perfect couple for that story, for that type of trope. So number 9, Sean needed Emma in his life. Now I want to elaborate on this. I don't mean in a codependent way. I don't mean in he has nothing to live for if Emma's not there, and I don't mean in Emma has to fix him. I'm not talking about that type of shit. I'm not talking about that. What I mean by Sean needed Emma is that I think Sean needed someone who was consistent. Emma was very consistent about what she would tolerate and what she won't tolerate. And other people always say, oh my god, they're always fighting, and people say, oh my god, they were toxic half the time, and I disagree. Just because you argue in a relationship, you have disagreements are part of a relationship. You're not going to agree on everything. And if you do agree on everything, it doesn't make you boring. I think it's fine if you and your partner are just so compatible with each other that you guys just feel like, what's the point of arguing over something that's just stupid? But I'm not saying that Sean and Emma, their problems were dumb, because half the things they argued about were serious. Like really serious. In season 3, when they broke up in Gangsta, I definitely think it was time for a breakup. Which what pissed me off about the breakup is that we didn't really see a lot of them. We saw a lot of them towards the end of season 2, but that was the beginning of season 3, and we didn't really see much of them. We didn't, and it kind of pissed me off. But it is what it is. I think it was time for a breakup. I think Emma just had a lot of stuff going on at home with Snake and Spike, her mom being pregnant, and him dealing with cancer. And I think Sean just felt like abandoned and neglected by Emma, like his feelings and relationship with all the time he wanted to spend with her. You could tell he was feeling a little bit neglected. That he just wanted to spend time with her, and I don't think he really understood that she had all that stuff on her plate. So I definitely think it was time for a breakup, and I definitely think him feeling like she was neglecting him really made him act out and have that really major decline with Jay. And Emma really tried to keep him away from Jay and everything, and that's why she said you can go hang out with those losers, because they are losers. The scene in the hallway, it was just like, it was really intense, and I definitely think it was just time for a breakup. It was just time. I definitely think it was time for a breakup, but I definitely think Emma was, I understand both their sides. I'm not saying one person is right and the other one is wrong, but I definitely think it was time for a breakup, because I think Sean wasn't really understanding what Emma had going on, and I think Emma was just really trying to keep him from going down a dark side, but Sean being Sean, he's kind of stubborn. He decided to hang out with Jay. So yeah, I just think Sean needed Emma because I think he needed consistency. I didn't really go on that long rant. I just hope people understand what I'm saying. I just think he needed some sort of consistency. I think he needed someone who really was going to love him and really understand him and like really accept his flaws. And I know that people talk about, Emma didn't accept Sean. No, that's not true. She did accept Sean. She wasn't going to accept his. She wasn't going to. You have to accept flaws in relationships. Yes, she understands that Sean has some sense of anger. Yes. What she wasn't going to accept from Sean is him constantly going down a dark path. Him using his anger to go down a dark path is what she wasn't going to accept. Sean would have a common decency to push people away and act out on anger instead of reason. And I think Emma wasn't going to accept that. That's why they were always, kind of having disagreements, because it was always him kind of being stubborn half the time. It was always him kind of being stubborn. So yeah, I just think he needed someone who was consistent and who was going to call him out on his shit. I think that was the problem the whole time with him, is that he never really had someone to tell him that his behavior was unacceptable. And I think with someone like Emma would tell him that, I think it kind of pissed him off because he was abandoned. So no one really had to call him out about his behavior. So I think that's what it was. So yes. Water break. I just think Sean needed someone who's consistent and who was going to call him out for his bad behavior and just bring him back to reasoning. And I think Emma was that person for him. Coming number 8, their cute moment, their meet cute in season 1, how they first met and everything like that. It's so memorable how they met for the first time. When Emma saw him when he was into the classroom and everything, how she looked at him. It was just so. It was the beginning of an iconic love story. When they shared their first dance, everything about them in season 1 was just so the beginning of an iconic love story. I absolutely loved Sean and Emma in season 1. They were the best thing about season 1 in Degrassi. Honestly, the best thing. I cannot tell you 5 other things really about season 1 that I enjoyed about Degrassi. But them, I can. I absolutely love the beginning of Sean and Emma in season 1. And them meeting each other and them beginning their iconic love story in season 1 and I, the Bachelor, would just forever be just iconic. So, yeah. Coming in number 7, they always go back to each other. I mean, come on. Whenever they were both in a situation, they always come back to each other. Always. They just always were just there for each other. They were always able to lean on each other whenever it was complicated or too hard to handle. They were just always there for each other. I definitely love that. It really lets you know where the real love story is. It's kind of like that Lucas and Peyton thing. Like, no matter who they date, they just constantly go back to each other, and it kind of just lets you know where the real emotional connection is and where the real love story is. And to me, it was always Sean and Emma. I definitely feel like it was always them whenever it was a situation. They always went back to each other. And a part of me really wishes that Sean was there when Emma was going through her eating disorder in season 5, because I definitely think it would have not been her and Peter if Sean would have stayed on the show. Her and Peter would a bad decision. That was so dumb. But anyway, I feel whenever there was a situation, they just kind of always went back to each other. The stuff with the school shooting, how Sean immediately confided in Emma when he couldn't even confide in his own girlfriend Ellie, who people thought he had a deep emotional connection with, right? How Emma immediately leaned on Sean after he saved her life. Like, come on. And they also hinted that they foreshadowed that he was coming back for Emma too, by the way. So while all the Sellie fans were in their feelings about this and that and all that, they foreshadowed that. So just by the way, they foreshadowed that. So yeah, all the stuff in season 6, how Emma was there for him the whole time when he was in prison, getting him out, getting him back on his feet. Oh my God, they're the greatest. I love them. Number 6, they have cute moments. I think people have the niche when they say they have no cute moments. Yes, they do. Their first date, when he came back, I think it was that whole first episode. I think season 6 was a 2-parter. That, like, those 2-part episodes when their fingertips touched, and when they shared their first kiss after all these years together. When Sean saved her life, like, come on. He saved her life when they held hands in class. I think it's like that online class. They held hands after he said we could share a cheese pizza. And she said, "How can I ever say no?" And they held hands. And when Sean helped her clean up the ravine, and then they started making out, like that was so cute. Oh, how can I forget this one? When she came to prison and she gave him the vanilla shampoo, and he said it would never replace the real thing. Like, oh my God, my heart just it busted into a million. They were just so cute. Like, people really try to put them so if they don't have no cute moments. Like, yes, the fuck they do. Yes, they do. Like, stop sleeping on it. They do have cute moments. Just because you prefer a couple over another one does not mean that couple don't have cute moments. Like, come on. Even, I can believe I'm saying this. I think Delana had cute moments before they got together. I will admit that. As a Delana hater, I'm not afraid to admit that her and Damon have their moments in like the first 3 seasons. As much as I hated the idea of them getting together, I'm not going to sit here and not say they didn't have their moments, because they did. And just because you might like Sean and Ellie does not mean Sean and Emma do not have their moments, because yes, they do. Okay? Alright. And that's on period. Coming in number 5, they have love, respect, emotional respect, and communication. They have all of that. No matter how rough things may get, or no matter how many times they break up, Sean and Emma will always feel this way about each other. They will always have the love and the respect and just the emotional respect for each other. And I think that will never change for them, even if they decided to leave Degrassi one day and focus on Emma and Manny and them. I definitely think that Sean would definitely get brought up in that scenario, because I don't think Emma would ever forget him. And it's Miriam and Daniel Clark, whenever they have an interview, whenever they're asked who was in her relationship, they always say Sean and Emma. They said it felt, to me, Sean and Emma kind of felt like, the Lucas and Peyton of Degrassi. Like, their love story, them being together was like the real driving point for the show. Not the entire show, but their seasons, I would say. Felt like the thing that Degrassi was kind of hanging on to. It really sucks that Daniel Clark left for college and that he never came back. I think he would go study science and like biology or something. So it sucks that he never came back, because Sean and Spinner ended up together. That to this day is one of the most random pairings ever in Degrassi history. That is just as random as Drew and Claire being together, and Drew and Becky, and Drew and Zoe, and Tristan and Zoe. Like, all these couples I just think are all random as hell. Like, so fucking random. So yeah, I definitely don't think those feelings for Sean and Emma, the love and respect and the emotional depth and the communication, I don't think that would ever change between them at all. Coming in before, their love story. Their love story will forever be iconic. Like I said, I feel like during their seasons, their love story was just, it was no other couple really, like, going to rivalry with them. Like, they were like the it couple of their season. Where like in the other seasons were like Claire and like Eli when they were together. And to me, during those seasons, it always felt like Claire and Eli versus Drew and Bianca. Which couple is going to remain on top as the best? Me personally, I prefer Drew and Bianca all day and every day. I would never switch up on Drew and Bianca over Claire and Eli. Claire and Eli, but Drew and Bianca, it's just, they're magical. They were the best couple during their seasons, and no one can change my mind on that. Like, Sean and Emma they didn't really have that other couple that was like driving with them. Like, not Jimmy and Ashley, not Greg and Ashley, not even Paige and Spinner. Because Peyton Spinner, they were cute, yeah, but their relationship kind of didn't have like a lot of screen time. They didn't have a lot of screen time, but for what we did see, they were cute. But like, there really wasn't a couple that was like in competition with them because they were the it couple. Their love story actually was built up. We actually saw it through the season, and to me, that's the love story. That's layering. That's layering the love story to get people to care. To me. Coming in number 3, Sean stood in front of a gun for Emma. He stood in front of a motherfucking bullet for my girl Emma, who I could never hate. He stood in front of a gun for her. He was ready to sacrifice his life for her. Come on. That means that Emma was the love of his life. If you want to do something like that, that means that she is the love of your life. I don't think he would have ever done that for Ellie. No. I think if things were reversed, I don't think he would have done that for Ellie. Just my opinion. I don't think he would have done that for Ellie. Like, yeah, he wanted to give Ellie he wanted to bring Ellie to his house so she could live safely, which all respect, of course. Some mother's an alcoholic. I wouldn't keep her in our environment either if I was Sean. But in this scenario, if it was Ellie fucking in the hallway, I don't think Sean would have fought Rick for the gun. Like, it was the way they set the scene up. Like, it's hard to explain, but like, I don't think he would have done that for Ellie to save us return. I don't think he would have done. I'm not saying that he would have let Ellie get shot, but I don't think he would have like physically walked up to Rick and like fought him off for the gun. Maybe he would have had like, you know, if Rick would have shot the gun, he probably would have had pushed Ellie or Toby out the way and like make sure they all don't get hit or something like that. But like, I don't think he would have physically like, he pretty much like, he like accidentally killed Rick for Emma. Like, come on, that to me, that's showing me that you are willing to put your life over me to make sure I don't get hurt in an unselfish way. Like, if someone ever does to me, I don't want them to die in the process. I don't think I'll be able to live with myself if someone died doing that for me. Thank God Sean didn't, but to me, I just feel like that was love right there. So, I mean, yeah. Coming number 2, they're an in-game ship. They're an in-game relationship. Whenever people talk about Degrassi and talk about people who shouldn't end up together, you constantly hear Sean and Emma on those boats, on those posts, and people constantly ranting on how they should have been in-game. It's this girl on YouTube. She got a channel, I still forgot her name, but she was reacting to the Degrassi couples that should have been in game, and Sean and Emma were number 1, beating Sean and Ellie, by the way. So, I mean, yeah, you gotta be kind of stupid to say Sean and Ellie deserve in game over him and Emma. The girl that he had a long relationship with, the girl who he met when he was a kid, you would tell me that someone like, you mean a girl that he randomly just started dating is going to beat the girl who he had a long history with? I don't even believe that for a second. Now, I'm not saying, I know that all people who make out, I know all couples who make out of high school don't end up together. I know that's like a 1.5 out of chance that might happen. But I definitely feel like if any couple deserved to be with each other outside of high school, Degrassi, it definitely was Sean and Emma. And like I said, I don't understand why they just couldn't get Daniel's heart to come back. But it's annoying. And coming in at number 1, they have the amazing, undeniable, magnetic chemistry. Miriam Donald and Dan Park had amazing chemistry. It was convincing from day 1 that they had the chemistry between each other. And you can deny it. Don't try to say hand to them if they don't have it, because yes, they do, baby. It showed every single time they had a scene. Every time when they had a scene, you saw it between them. And just a bonus reason, I wrote this bonus reason down, so to get to it. Their relationship actually has layers, and you see them grow together. Unlike Sean and Ellie, you actually see layers to Sean and Emma. Sean and Ellie, when they got together in season 3, when they were together, you know what's crazy is that when I first got into the grad scene, and when they got together, I think they had like those 2 episodes towards the end of like season 3. I think when the girl Amy got intoxicated in his house, or I can't remember how to put that together. Well, I know I'm not sure. I think because it was an episode where he got emancipated, and he told Ellie that he got emancipated. And then it was the scene. It was the other episode. Oh, that's what I'm confused about this. If y'all know, please leave down in the comments. I kind of see it. No, he got emancipated in his next episode. It was the party. Him and Ellie, they kept throwing parties or something. It was pretty just showing how Sean was way too young to be emancipated, pretty much. And then in the season finale, they were together, and she like convinced him to apologize to Spike. To Snake about stealing a computer. Why didn't she have him apologize? Why how come the writers decided to write a scene with him apologizing to Emma? Because he just didn't steal from Snake. He kind of like that was like betraying Emma in some kind of way. Like I know this is like a video on reasons why they're better, and they still are. It doesn't matter. But like that, he still kind of like stole from her stepfather. And I think you should apologize to her for that. But like, I guess they were like, well, Emma kind of already knew that he was stealing because he got him busted for it. But it was like, it still would have been nice if he would apologize. Just my opinion. And then when they in season 4, I totally forgot they were together until that episode with her mom. Like I totally forgot they were still together. Like the relationship really had any screen time, but like I said, people can ship whoever the hell they want. If what you saw, like I just said, those like 3 or 4 episodes, if what you saw was an in-game relationship, going ahead and believe that. For me personally, I think you need a little bit more than 4 episodes to convince people that you're an in-game relationship, or that your relationship has layers, I might say. Just my personal opinion. So, yeah. But anyway, this has been my video on why I prefer Sean and Emma, and reasons why I ship them. 10 reasons why I ship them. And all this came from the top of my head. I did not go on the internet and copy anyone's list. I made this on myself. So, yes, here's the paper in the back. I wrote down these reasons. I didn't steal anyone's ideas or anything like that. I wrote these down, baby. So, yeah. So that was the reason why I prefer Sean and Emma over Sean and Ellie. At the end of the day, you can ship whoever the hell you want. Me personally, I prefer Sean and Emma, Team Swimmer forever. And they should have been in-game, and we all fucking know it. So, this is Ashley, also known as the Ashley fan. Love life, love yourself, have a great day, and bye.